Thanks for watching. This is week number 3 of the HPI RS4 Sport 3 Creator Edition. Contrary to popular belief, Creator Edition does not mean that this is a kit. This is basically a slider. You can see on the back, and you can also see in previous videos that I've actually shot, this is a 90% pre-built chassis that comes without any electronics, without wheels, tires and a body. And with that you can do what it says on the box, which is create your dream car. That's also what I'm doing over here. I have a ton of work left to do and very little time. That's also why this video will be sort of like short and sweet. I just want to walk you through what I've done so far. Make sure that you actually know how much work went into it, and also I've seen what the other people are doing. It is a very exciting build off, this one. It's between myself, it's then RC Driver, the RC Network, Photo Guy RC and Mustang Monthly. Might be that there's like 2 extra entries coming in at the very end of this whole competition, but I'm not going to take that serious because you should have been in the competition, I think, from the very start. But all that aside, create your dream car. I've seen that Rich Morgan, and no offense Rich, I've seen that Rich is building a Toyota Celica. I don't know why your dream car would be something that you would give to your kid when it turns 16, because that's basically the type of car that we're talking about. I know that Mustang Monthly is of course building a Mustang. Greg is, I think, doing something interesting, making like a post-apocalyptic or some sort of off-road inspired Camaro, so that looks cool. I do think that Rich will put a really cool paint job on his. Photo Guy, what was Photo Guy doing again? Something import as well. So was it Toyota? Was it a Subaru? Was a Subaru. However, I'm building a Porsche GT3 RS, because that's actually, I think, a dream car. That's something that you would have a poster of hanging above your bed when you're like a tiny boy, when you're growing up, when you still believe in Santa and all that stuff. Now, to coolify that a tiny bit, HPI does deliver a ton of stuff already to make it actually cool. So it comes, for example, it comes with this spoiler, it comes with the inner light clusters. So these over here, they're for the front. The ones for the back, they're currently in because I needed to test fit that spoiler. It comes with a whole lot of stuff, but it also comes with a whole lot of stuff that it doesn't come with yet. So the front of it is very plain. Once this is still, if this is still all closed up, it actually looks way too flat in my opinion. So I wanted to have some air scoops, a radiator, and then, well, stupid me, I thought, you know what, I'll be able to cut this intercooler bit that I found in a Pandora kit. If you look over here, this is what I used. So this is actually for a Nissan Silvia or a 180 SX drift car, and or 200 SX, I'm not sure. I think both of those numbers would be legit depending on where you're from. Pandora makes some really cool stuff, and I thought, you know what, I'll be able to just drop an intercooler in the front, make that look like a radiator. But I immediately got called out, to which I arrogantly replied, who the F cares? And then it turns out that I actually really care. So the intercooler has been moved to the back where it should be. A radiator is now in the front, also where it should be. 911 would have 2 radiators in the corners, or if you have like a performance 911 like this one is, it would have like an extra radiator or a replacement radiator in the center. So I duplicated that. Then what I also did is I cut out some of this inner frame for the light clusters. Actually cut that out of that Pandora kit, flipped that upside down, made that fit in the front bumper as well, but you will see that once it is all painted. Maybe in a close-up you can kind of see what I'm hinting at. The rear diffuser, that is standard from HPI, and then I use some interior bits, like for example a center console, door cards, a dashboard, a steering wheel, racing seats, all that stuff. I made it fit on the inside. The only reason why that currently actually fits is because I relocated the Sidewinder 4 ESC. So instead of it sitting behind the motor, it now sits next to the motor over here. And then to clear basically the gap between the bottom of that pan chassis and that edge that goes around, to give it some rigidity, I use some foam blocks to fill in that that cavity and that difference. Now on top of that, there's going to be some Lexan floorboards. like such. On top of that, I'm going to mount those racing seats, and then everything, the door cards and the dashboard and all of that stuff will be actually mounted to the body, slide over it, and hopefully it will look good once it's all done. This is still a ton of paint work that I have left to do. I will tell you this much: the interior panels, since they are not that prone to damage, I can take some liberties over there in painting them up a tiny bit differently. So what I'm going to do is, at least for the seats and some parts of the dashboard and some parts of the door cards, I'm going to paint that white with a PS just to have some adherence. And after that, I'm going to paint that with a TS color in like a tan, just to make that interior look like a tiny bit more luxurious, like it would be like Alcantara or leather or whatnot. And then combined with a black and some flat clear over it, I think that that will turn out pretty nice. That's also what I'm going to do first. I will not do that on camera just because I have literally no time. This video needs to be up in 2 hours. I'm not going to make that either. And then after that, I'm going to mask up this body. After washing it out carefully, of course, mask it up, come up with a paint scheme, throw that on there, hopefully be done in time for the great reveal. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then let me know in the comments box. If you have any questions as well, let me know. Check out the other people as well. I will make sure that there's links to their pages and or channels in the video description. Also to this Creator Edition, which is not a kit, but to this Creator Edition RS4 Sport 3 by HPI. Well, that's about that. Subscribing is free, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.
Back on.